moving to the main storyline. Fear men. Hey, I would say it from the beginning, fear men because of man or mommy betrayal. I would like it. Because of Adam. Hi fam, welcome back to my channel. So again, once again, I'm back to another video, guys. So in today's video, I'll be doing a movie review, which is my first ever movie review. So I'm so excited about it. I'll be doing a movie review on the movie Anikulapo. With the name alone, I have a lot of things to talk about in this movie because I've watched it, and if you have not watched it, please go and watch it right now because it's worth watching. So without further ado, let's get straight into this movie review, and you guys should stay tuned to the end. Okay, first thing first, what is Anikulapo itself? Like, Anikulapo is like a Yoruba phrase, yeah, but we're not all Yoruba. So what's Anikulapo? Anikulapo itself is a Yoruba phrase which means someone who captures that and puts it in its pocket or something like that. So that's the meaning. Like, let's start with the producer alone that produced this movie, Anikulapo. That one is just so, like, the way he thinks sometimes, like, the movie is so dope. He do a lot of, I've watched some of the movie. For example, I've watched Citation, which was produced by Anikulapo too, and it was so worth watching. The settings, the location they used and everything was so dope. Okay, let's start with the main characters. Kule Remi, which acted Saro, and Bimbo Ademoye, which acted Arolake. I love Bimbo Ademoye. I just hope Bimbo Ademoye can see this video and watch it. Like, the way I love her, I watch literally any movie she produced, like she's featured in. Okay, so we have Arolake and Saro. Let's start with the first thing. You know, the first thing they show where a particular dark bird was hovering over Saro. Apart from that scene, the first few other scenes, like when they were showing the image from the beginning, they were showing the image and they were saying this like story tale incantation, like poem. Like, the beginning alone is soothing. Like, I hope if you should go and watch the beginning alone where they were showing like all those images in black and white color, all those ancient images. That will really give you the vibe that this movie is all those, like, it's an ancient movie that these are forefathers or godfathers, and you like want to watch it. You want to, because you've been through the culture, the richness of the culture alone. Like, oh my god. Okay guys, let's talk about the actors. Okay, first thing first, which is the main actors, Sarun and Rolake. Those two, they play their part so well. Is it the chemistry, the passion, the tension within them? Like, those actors are just like, they make the film worth watching. Okay, let's move on to the main actors. Saro Sugar Mommy, that was, I think her name was Awaru, like Shola Shobowale. If you have not watched King of Boys, go and watch it. As in, that woman herself is the drama. Hey God. Okay, moving on to the people of the other actors. Moving down to the chiefs they use, the kings they use. Okay, there's two different kings in this movie. The king they use, that they possess the aura, the power. It's just so dope how each and everybody play their part so well. Like, it's just so dope. Okay, moving on, let's move to the costume they use. Their clothes are high quality. What I like in this movie is that it's not just the royals alone, even the villagers, the clothes they use were so dope. Like, their clothes, the ashofi, yes, their hair, the beads where they make their hair, everything just flow with the ancient vibes, the ancient way, and the lighting, the setup, the location, guys. Okay, this particular scene I watched, I'll put this up here. That scene I watched where they were trying to run away, that is Saro and Arolake. I know I should have been jumping to that, should be starting from the beginning, but let's just talk about it first. Where they were clamping, I love Bimbo, and I know her. Bimbo doesn't like heights. She used to say it every time on her Instagram page, and she has to climb rocks, pass through bushes, barefooted. Like, they were giving us the raw, everything raw, as if we are still in that ancient time. So you could get, so yeah, I should just go and watch. Okay guys, talk about their costume. Let's talk about their dialects. Like, the way they speak the dialects, the deep Yoruba, as if they were really in the ancient days. As if it's not now they acted the movie. Like, okay, fine, we know Bimbo, she can speak Yoruba very well, yes, but Kule Remi, which acted Saro, I've never seen him act a deep Yoruba movie, mostly in all these Nollywood English movies. But for the fact that you constantly put this through, like the way he uses old, the way they say they are all, the way they say they are say, oh my god, like, I love the dialect. So just so dope. Each of them, and they really put it up. And the tribal marks, oh my god, the tribal marks, some were funny, some look so real, while some were like yeah, tribal mark. The funniest one is Mr. Macaroni. Oh my god. I don't know, but it was fine, though, but why they have to draw it that much? The tribal ones are really fine. They actually really tried in tribal mark. Like, it was so dope. It looked so real. I really like the tribal mark, though it's somewhat funny, but yeah. Okay, so the long I will take on moving to the main storyline. Fear men. Hey, I would say it from the beginning, fear men. Okay, move straight to the storyline. Let's just jump right to the storyline. Okay, Saro and Arulake. Saro is a young, handsome man, hustling, you guess, moving from, is a traveler, yes, was journeying from his hometown, hustling, looking for money and other stuff, and I happened to land in Oyo. And Arulake herself, she's this beautiful, youngest, favorite wife of the king of Oyo. Yes, she's the king. Sorry, she was the wife to the king of Oyo, and she was the king's favorite, and she's actually very beautiful. Like, so you know, normally now she's the favorite, she's the youngest. There will be beef between other queens because I think the king had 4 wives. Yeah, the king had 4 wives, and Arulake was the fourth, which is the last wife. Aro is, like I said, a young hustling guy that lived in Oyo, and he happens to land in the doorstep of his sugar mommy, because yeah, where he slept overnight was his sugar mommy doorstep. That was where Mr. Bakaron came in with his funny shabama. Okay, he met his sugar mom, which is Shola Shobowale Awarun, which is that the sugar mom. That I'm saying, like, that woman alone, the way and she's also part of the chiefs in the palace. So she's wealthy. She was like, she's in the movie, she's a wealthy woman. She had working under, so she just convinced. She convinced Saro that Saro should work under. Then after a couple of like saving up, he will start his own Ashofi business, because Saro was into Ashofi. And back then, Ashofi is like a fashion designer. Yeah, now, like right now, Ashofi, that what they were there. In be an Ashofi person, he was only like gain money and all that kind of stuff. So okay, let's just rush through. So she became sugar mommy, became like a sugar boy. So as per sugar mom, sugar boy, now you have to have some benefits. Yeah, so she actually like told them in the palace when they're looking for somebody that would make their clothes. She told them, she recommended him to them. So that this is where the twist started. She recommended him to them, and he was happy and all that kind of stuff. I forgot any misunderstanding between them. Wanted to like, okay, show off himself that yes, so this is time. After I already worked a little bit under. Getting to the palace, he actually brought out his stuff, advertised his stuff. They actually liked it and all. There's no even show Arulake then. After everything, Arulake now came out in slow motion. Hey God, I love that part so much. She now came out in slow motion. That's that, but that fair, but that fun. He fell in love with her. It was love at first sight. Yes, it was love at first sight. And giving me Titanic vibes. Rose and Jack. Yeah, we all know Rose too. She had a fiance then. Why Jack was this young fine guy. Yeah. So it's giving Titanic vibes in the ancient way. Mixed with Romeo and Juliet vibes. Like, this movie just a whole full package. So that was the first meet. That was where they first saw each other and they fell in love. They fell in love at first sight. It was love at first sight. As the minute they met each other, they just like this spark just happened. The light works. They fell in love. From there, they don't go like take it slow. Immediately they pick it up. As you know, Sarah saw a fine woman and she saw a fine guy, and it was more like an escape route for both of them, because she wasn't happy in the palace. She was sold off to the king when she was 15. Actually, back then I think most kings were pedophiles. Sorry, yeah, because back then it was normal. Like they will say Oba Besele. That was the term they used. Like the king would just say he wants this and he gets it. The king, like, his word is power. His word is action. You have to do it. So some people under 15, 16, they will marry young girls then. So that what happened to her. She was not happy because obviously he was an old man and she's young, and the beef in the palace, and she couldn't give birth. And that was another point. She couldn't give, and they won't try to kill her. Hey, now all these queens are wicked though. Okay. Moving on, the particular people I won't jump in this film that I actually want to fear friends to, yeah, fear man, Adam. Don't trust Adam, fear man. But at the same time, to fear some friends. Okay, there's this guy, her name is Omowumi. I think she's the first daughter of one of the queen here. And her mother hates Arulake, but she loves Arulake. Arulake used to give her beads because Arulake is good in bead making, but she can't sell this obviously. She's an Olori. So she used to give the girl beads and everything. Omowumi was the closest thing to a best friend to Arulake. Yeah, let's know that one standby. Okay, moving on now. The way they were falling in love with each other, everything was going so fast. Because of the love and everything that entered her head, and since they're able to share something so intimate, they shared their story with each other. She told him how she was suffering, how she was suffocating in the palace. It seemed like a prison to her. And on the other hand, told her how he was sold into child slavery. You get? So I think to compensate for experience debt. So with that kind of intimacy that night, she was like, okay, like Jekasalo. That was what she said. Let's run away. Obviously, he was scared at first. Even his sugar mom himself warned him, because I think she already knew what was happening. So she warned him, but bro was in love. She was in love. So they planned to run away. Okay, this is fun. This is where the gang started. They plan to run away, yeah. They have already planned everything. She said she'll go and pack her load. This is more like a forbidden love from the beginning. It's a forbidden love, obviously, but let us go with the storyline. Okay, she ran to the palace to pick her things, and she might able to meet Omomi, because Omomi was tracking her. That's why I started talking about the Omomi first. She was tracking her. Omomi had come to her room more that she didn't meet her, but I would like to give her an excuse that she loved walking under the moon. So the second time, your Omomi tracked her, followed her, now that saw that she happened to be with Saru. And this Omomi are behind this Saru since. The first day Saru came to the palace to advertise his wares, she happens to be looking at him. Even when she was not telling her mom that the guy is fine, stuff like that. Mom was like, do you like him? She said, show where. Mom said no. Mom was like, no, that she just like his wares, that she should tell the man, which is Saru, to come again. Saru came again. He has his own eye on Arulake. Meanwhile, Mom was falling and she was denying it. Even Arulake asked that one particular leader, show where, because Arulake is already in love with Saru. She wanted to be sure. She asked Mom said no, that she just like his wares, and he happens to be like a bit of fresh air because he's a fine guy and they don't really have fine young guys around in the palace. Fine. So this particular night when they decided to run away, Omomi tracked her, followed her. So she came back to her waiting for Arulake. She was already crying, crocodile tears, all that stuff. She was already crying. She now like, when Arulake came into her room, saw Omomi crying, she was like, what's up? Why are you crying? As my friend, and that, why are you crying? She didn't say what's up. It's an Asian movie. She was like, why are you crying? Then Omomi like, where have you been? She was not to Omomi like she went out to get the fresh air. Omomi just shouting and we're like, she's the urban snatcher, like her mother said. She's spoiled, she's urban snatcher, she's a bad person, and she cried and go. Because of man, Omomi betrayed Arulake. Because of Adam, she was going to tell her mother that like a witch that hated Arulake. That was when everything went kaboom. That was when everything went south. That's where the tragedy started from. Everything went south. The king found out, because immediately, the mother hates Arulake. So immediately she went to go and tell the king. The king found out. The king was so angered, everything. The king was like, Saru is a stranger, and they welcomed him to the town of Oyo, and he backstabbed them, so they should deal with him. So they were calling him betrayer. They beat him up, beat him to death. Meanwhile, Arulake was hiding because she obviously cannot do anything at that moment. So she was hiding, seeing everything. She was feeling bad. She was crying. So she was not hiding. She was following them till they left him. So when they left him in the bush, she ran to him, trying to carry him up that, you should get us, like that. And meanwhile, he was already dead. That was when he actually died. So that is like moving back to the first scene they showed. That was when he died. So immediately he died, not quite long, a particular bed, black bed, now over around him. That's the bed they call Akala. Akala, yes, that's the bed of Akala. So in the storyline, like they told us that the bed is the bed that actually brings people back from the dead. If it's not yet your time to die, bring you back from the dead. But if it's your time to die, I think you can go. Maybe old person or something like that. So the bed like came down now, and immediately the bed breathed into him. He actually woke up, and Rolake was in the corner looking at, because she was scared, so she ran. She was in the corner looking at everything. So the bed was like, what did you do? What caused your death? So that was when he now like say everything that happened, how he took the king's wife, which is an abomination then, I guess. So the bed was actually like, you don't deserve to live. So I think the bed wanted to like breathe, make him die back. So immediately Arulake eats the bed and pick a small black guard. They call it Ado black guard. I think that's the power of the bed, Akala's power. So the bed disappeared, ran away. She now immediately hide the little guard, the Ado. She hid it. So as Saru was like alive, thank God, he woke up, she was happy, they started running. That's the part that I said was so emotional too. When they were running too, they were going through bushes, barefooted, they were passing bushes, clamping rocks for days, for weeks, they couldn't eat. And the funny thing, the way this love was doing, I was like, she ate the guard from him, and they were tired, so they had to eat now. And they went to go and look for food they will eat because she was scared that she should not live. They went to go and look for food they will eat. And Arulake used her teeth. She used her teeth to cut purple for man. Still love. She cut purple for me. That was just by the light side. So their heads, they were happy. They were still going on that journey. Now to meet an hunter, by the way. So the hunter helped them. In fact, the hunter was a little bit frightened, like, who are these people? But he actually helped them. So when the hunter helped them, this is where the main thing started. The hunter helped them, took them to his house, to another village of Ojumo. So when they got to the village, the hunter met his only son dead. So obviously he was grieving and everything. That was when Arulake now carried a man to one corner, which is Saru. So To her, she was like this, that their life is about to change, that Saro should take this. She now explained to him that this is Akala power that brought him back to life, that this is what she was hiding from him back then, that he should take it. For him to say that we women, we still have mind. She had mind to hold it though. Saro was still like, how will you hold it? That no, he doesn't want it. So like, she take it and change her life. Okay, Saro took it. That moment that she gave him, that sin, this particular sin, that she gave him that girl, it means that I had to pause and I'm like, how could you? Bimbo, you can't trust man. Adam, I will show you, Pepe, that you make you to see what your mouth cannot say. I actually saw what our mouth cannot say. But actually, let's be sincere, like, in Yoruba land, in everywhere, the man is the head. Even in biblically, the man is the head. It's just that now most men has come. Not all, but most men has come. So she couldn't have just, if it was, okay, let's say the storyline wasn't like that, she was one actually go and raise the dead. It would be easy because she's a lady. And back then, the man is the head. She's meant to be a wife, a submissive wife. So she wanted her husband, which is her crown, to be the person that will take the glory, that will be the head over everything, that will be like look at the powerful one, because it won't be easy for a woman to read that kind of power and use this in a man's world then. Except she's this kind of brave woman that is so strong that she's ready to face everything. But she was not alone. She had a man with her, which is her husband. And she was in love, guy. But people were blaming her online, saying Arolake fucked up. Yeah, she fucked up. She trusted Adam, man. She trusted Adam, but at the same time, she did what any Yoruba woman would have done. Even now, say some girls will still do it because they're so in love. Love can make you do stupid things. So she was in love then. So she gave it to him, erased it then, and it became popular. That was where it became so popular then and everything. In my own opinion, you should have still continued actual of your work, because that would have been alongside. But at the same time, if you have continued, maybe you would have become so popular that they will get the way of it in Oyo, and the king will happen to know they're still alive and want to come and kill them. So anything can happen. So thank God for the storyline itself. So it got popular, and now got more proud. You know when you have that power, that popularity, everything, like it will clamp you. This sometimes men, their ego, power is to clamp them. You now start forgetting the past. It now became proud. So since he became proud, he now has his power. He's now wealthy. He now has his own apartment, because the king gave him an apartment. They were happy. They welcomed him with open arms, because like that was a good thing for them in the village. And it was not only the village, neighboring villages too. And before we know it, man will embarrass you. Men will disgrace you. It's that eyeing. Omo is like Arike Dimples. I love her too. I'm so happy she featured in this movie. She was more like a maid to them, helping them. Yeah, that was what she was doing. And she not almost seducing him. So you see, she's not seducing him. It's this same man that was eyeing her. Because Arulaka couldn't give birth. She hasn't given birth. I think she was barren in the movie. She couldn't give birth. So it was eyeing Omo. He slept with Omo and got her pregnant. This particular scene too was so emotional for me. Like this particular scene where Arulake was asking Omo why she got pregnant. The part that won't affect me was when the way her countenance changed when she realized that it was Saro that impregnated Omo. She was like, Saro, kilo don over. Hey, oh my God! I was like, Saro, what have you done? Oh my God, that part was so emotional. I had to pause it and replace, because it's as if after everything I've been through, a whole Olori in palace, she left her palace for you. That's not good. And the thing is, it did not stop there. He married and that one, that was the third wife. Now to even take the fourth one, that was where God nakashed him. Okay, before that part, Arulake was talking to Asaro that how could he have done that? Upon everything he has done, she's taking everything, she didn't say anything, that shall I marry love. But how could he like make the wives, allow the wife ridicule her? Because actually told one of the wives that she was once a queen that ran away with him. So it was like she shouldn't say so. So through the heat of the argument, she was so angry. She was like, she now called him an ungrateful man, and immediately Saro raised his hand and slapped Arulake. Hey, what the king did not do? You see, she left the king, her favorite wife. Mom says Saro raised his hand and slapped her. At that moment, just see, if woman wants to deal with you, just fear women. Devil self they learn. Fear women. He slapped her. She just smiled. She don't say anything and she left. Me, I already know that she smiled. Last son, it's any problem. So the king's son, which is it Arole, like the prince, yes, the crown prince died. So obviously they have Anikulapo in their village. I'll be waking up people from that, be making people rise up from the dead. So they went to call him. The king was crying. She called Anikulapo. Anikulapo came there. So when they were like, please, you should wake up the prince. The prince is dead. Which is the crown prince. They need him. Obviously, the crown prince. Yeah. They said they will give him anything, because that's what he has been doing. When he like raised somebody out from the dead, the family was surely compensating. So they said they will give him anything, and immediately Saro was eyeing Omoba, the second child, the princess of the community, the daughter of the king. So he went ahead and told them that I want to see them in private, told them what they want the daughter of the king as his wife before he wake up the prince. Immediately, the messengers from the palace now came and told him that, okay, the king wants to see, he has accepted your terms. He was happy that, of course, he's about to call down that wife, which is the princess of the community, to his list of wives. He went to the palace. He started doing his whatever. I was trying to like evoke him back, wake him back on the dead, put the guard on his head. Nothing was happening. What? He tried the second time, nothing was happening. At that moment in time, we already know there was kasala, there was problem. That was when they now showed us the scene where Arulake actually like spoils the power. She actually like removed everything from the from the guard, which was important, which actually make the power works. She actually ruined their Akala's power. So that was when he realized, and it was like he had to even bite his hand. Like them, he knew he had fucked up at that moment. He knew. That was when like, and the fact that already exchanged words with the king and everything, everyone was looking at him that, okay, so what now? Like that. But what just paid me is that the prince had to die. At some point, I was wishing maybe Arulake herself would have used the guard to wake up the prince before she now spoiled the power. Because the prince is like an innocent person that died, and the village has to be a good village, so you get. That was kind of end of the film. And the last, I didn't really get the last thing, because the last thing, I think the Akala bird itself came back again to wake Saro up. So I didn't understand. Maybe Saro was meant to be suffering all his life for what he had done. I don't know, but that happened to be the last thing. So this is the end. I can't give you too much detail, because I gave you too much detail already. You should go and watch the movie yourself and come and comment in the comment section below. Like, if you have to watch this movie, tell me your thoughts. Let's communicate in comments. Let's like rub my together. Tell me your thoughts, what you think and everything. So this will be the end of the video. If you have come this far and watched this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't make this be your last time by subscribing to my channel, hitting the bell beside it, and please comment in the comment section below. Share this video. Let's bring boss to this video and watch, guys. Love you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, guys, I know I said that's the end of the video, but I want to ask, like, I'm asking you people out there, if you were to be the kind of person that, if you were to be the one to wield that kind of power, what would you have done with that kind of power? We have, if you're okay for a lady, we have given it up to a guy, or we have, because that kind of power, if you're kind of power, if you're not careful, if the wrong person with that kind of power, like, it's to make you do things you shouldn't do, you can go and be invoking for that. So like, I want to know in the comment section, if you were to wield that kind of power, what will you use it for? What will you do? What will you use it for? And if you were to be in Arulake, what will you do to a mom, that friend that let her become man? Okay, guys, bye.